All right, guys, so I'm at the airport in Chicago, and I am getting my boss a postcard. Chicago, see you, princess. Love you.
Oh, guys, will you look at that? Cody said I could take his apples, whatever I wanted, and I brought the apple picker. So here are all the apples, and there's a lot on them. I don't know if you can see them. I had Bruce put my apple picker in the car, and I have a couple grocery bags in there, so I'm gonna fill the grocery bags up and make some apple pie filling with this. So I can't wait. So you can see, and then you just twist it, and it lowers up and down like that. You tighten it back up, and all you got to do now is reach up. Sometimes that happens too. You knock ones down that you weren't getting, and you just reach and you try to grab as many as you can. And sometimes you can just shake the tree too, and a lot of them will fall down. So, and Kevin likes to think they're tennis balls. So, yes, Kevy. Well, we don't want that one. That one either. That one's yuck. Cody will be mad at me. I'll have to throw them way over. So Cody, but they're good for the deer too, because the deer love the apples. And you can take and put like piles around, and then the deer will come for them. And a lot of times this time of year, which I haven't seen them yet, but you know, it's been a hard year for apples, because even like Tim, which is Amelia's dad, they own an orchard, and normally by now he's got a whole bunch of different apples and stuff, but the apples, he'll even tell you the apples, they're hardly anything has come in. So sometimes it's like that with cycles. Usually it's like an every 3-year cycle, that where you don't have as much fruit as you normally would. And I don't know exactly, the cycles of apple trees all the time, but a lot of times I noticed that with pears. Now, I always had good luck with the figs, except for if you don't give figs love, figs don't produce. So figs need a lot of love. And I would imagine all trees do. So, but I just know I'm been very successful at growing figs, and figs are one of my favorite. So, and I know you guys hear that all the time. One of my favorite. Oh, a lot of things are my favorite. So that's why it's like that. But it looks like I'm getting some good apples, and there's still a lot on the tree here. So the babies are sleeping, and I've got them right over there under the tree, away from the apples, of course. Some of them don't want to come down. They're like, we're not coming. We don't want to go in your jars. No, let us stay. All right, guys, enough of entertainment. Look at this. There's a little bird nest right there. And the sun is absolutely beautiful. quiet and peaceful. Baby's asleeping. Bag of apples full. The dogs are happy. I was happy. So sweet. Hi, Ralphie. And let me show you. Still sleeping and snoring. And I think that's the UPS. Oh, FedEx. Everybody's sleeping so good. Oh. Well, guys, that's a lot of apples. It's a pretty big bag. I think I just went to the grocery store and somebody else is gonna have to put that in the car for me. I think all they did was recharge their batteries. Yes, that's all you guys did? Huh? Is that all you did too? Yes. Aww. Kevin always wants somebody to throw the ball. Non-stop. And look at his collection here. I know. You want me to throw it? All right. You like them ground noises? Brother don't like them. Where's your feet at? Huh? Where's your feet at, buddy? Huh? Where's your feet at? Yeah, your toes. I see them. I see them. Huh? I think Baker is still sleepy. Yeah, Brooksy's wide awake. Yeah. Brooksy's wide awake. Hi, Brooksy. Hi, Baker. Wake up, Baker. Wake up. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had... Oh, this little piggy had none. This little piggy went to the market, and this little piggy... Oh, look. Look at that. Shh, Brooksy. Brother's going back to sleep. Who is that baby? Who is that baby? Huh? Who is that baby? Cody's putting up his Halloween lights. So, I used to decorate so much for Halloween. Had wooden fake coffins in the yard, painted gray with Dracula and stuff in them. I mean, all the stuff. Big old blow-ups, streamer type things, garland everywhere, lights, all different color lights. You don't want to eat that cord, buddy. That's yuck. No. I love it when they do the same. My daughter's having a Halloween party. Junior's having a Halloween party. Yes. So, and everybody loves Halloween. Huh? You guys have costumes too. You and brother. Hi, Brooksy. Hi, Brooksy. We better go back inside now. That sun came out really bright. And you're not in your stroller anymore. No. What is it you see? Oh, the phone. Hi, Brooksy. Hi, Brooksy. Mirror, mirror on the floor. Who's the fairest of them all? Huh? Mirror, mirror. They're getting around. It's not going to be long, guys, and they're going to be running. All right. Come on, Baker. Where are you going, Brooksy? You going under the couch? No. Baker wants those pumpkins. Guys, I'm finally back to getting the ketchup done. So I've got the rebar all set up. It's the tomato mill, and I've got the 2 decibels of ketchup, or startings of ketchup. So all I'm looking for now is to get rid of the seeds and the little bit of skins that are left in, so that I have a smooth ketchup, because I've already ran it through the Vitamix, and we definitely want to get the best, smoothest ketchup. And my grandson Levi, he loves it, and he even puts it on his corn. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this set with the bowl here, just to catch any of the seeds that come out, and then a bowl on the chair as it comes out, so that I can go ahead and get ready for to put it back in the roaster, and with all the ingredients. Alrighty, so here we go. I forgot my scooper here. Alright, so let me put a little bit in here to get it started, and then I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna cut it off so you guys don't have to hear it. It's where is the button again? Right here, yeah. So you can see it in action, and I'll show you at the end what is left. And this also helps it to, since it's cleared out of all of everything that the Vitamix didn't grind up, it'll cook down faster, because it's got less of a volume of texture, if that makes sense. So I'm pretty much already almost done with that bowl. It goes quick. And I'm gonna get a scraper and get every little morsel. Look at that, guys. Scrape the bowl. Now I'm running it through a second time, the scraps, the seeds, and this little bit of skin that are left. Just to get that little extra juice out. And you can see here how much a big difference in the dryness of it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this out again because I'm gonna be using it to make taco sauce next. And you can go ahead and use a spatula here, a rubber spatula, to go ahead and get that last little bit in. Alright guys, so I want to show you what is left here. Yeah, that's it. Turn it off. And of course with the last little bit of the wetness coming through, but look, you can see how much drier it is. Now these right here, I will take and use this for putting in a bag, and I'll freeze dry that and make more tomato powder. This, because I still have skins to do too, so I'm gonna do that with this as well, because that's a lot of good flavor and you know, thickness to your tomato powder. So we've done really well with the tomato powder. Let me get it out. And I have bought it from Azure because I actually ran out last year because I had so many tomatoes last year. And of course I made everything under the sun that there is pretty much to make with tomatoes. And that is no joke. And very thankful for that because it's really provided our family with a lot this year. And so taco sauce was another one we were running low on. The ketchup, of course, because they went through the ketchup, and there's still a lot more, but there's we go through a lot of ketchup. Now, they also are kind of lazy too when it comes to that. Like, so they'll don't get mad at me, boys. So like they like, I'm like, okay, we're gonna need some ketchup. We don't need it tonight because they don't want to go down and get it. And I mean, they got to go down there and take a shower anyway. Grab the ketchup then, but nobody wants to do that. I'm being sassy. So, anyway, I'm excited, and I'm gonna go ahead now and put this on the a roaster and go ahead and let it cook down some, and then we'll add in all our ingredients as it cooks down. That way it'll get really flavorful and thick and be wonderful, and then we'll can it. Forgive me, guys. Welcome to Number 9 Farms. I'm so glad you're here. And next the roaster is going, but next we're gonna do the smoked paprikas. So we're gonna get them ground up. Alrighty. These are the paprikas that have been dehydrated. So now I'm gonna put them in the food processor and I'm gonna grind them up. To make sure you saw how good they do. Okay, so now we're getting down to the powder part and the seeds. Now remember, I keep the seeds because I'll make that like for putting on top of pizzas, just like you would make crushed red pepper. That's basically what this will be. But then the powder will go through the sieve. And just keep letting it run, and I'll go ahead and get the rest of the peppers now. There's one more tray. I just wanted to warn you guys. Anytime when you're making any type of pepper, and especially when you rinse it, oh my gosh, it smells incredible, but it's powerful. And I'm used to it because, you know, I make ghost pepper pickles, and we have the Granny Reaper pickles, and so I'm used to having peppers, but I'm gonna tell you, certain ones can really take your breath. And of course, the minute I get turned on the camera, Rosie wants out. So I had to open the lid to go ahead and add the rest of them, because I was doing the side up here, and what it was is that there was still moisture in there on the side, and I didn't want it to get into the powder. There was moisture from when it was washed last, and it had just stayed there. So I stopped doing that. But I can't wait to have it in the jars. It's gonna be beautiful. Hey, I still haven't got cleared up from it, and I'm not finished, so might as well just let it be. All right, so this is what I do. Oh, Rosie, you don't want to come over here, but babe. No, Puff, you don't want to come over here and get all that smell. They smell incredible for what I can smell right now. My nose has decided that it got all stuffed up from that. But you just keep doing it because you're trying to get the powder out. And I did the clear bowl so you guys could see. But I'm gonna keep working this. Hey, look at this. I filled up the 2 jars that we had. So, and then this one is completely full. This should last another whole year. And then this one is like the overflow one. And then this is what is left. So hopefully I don't have as many peppers as I had last year for the smoked paprika, because I actually sold like 7 of these jars. So I don't know that I'm gonna have any more to, you know, that are gonna turn red at least. But you can still use the green ones. They're just not gonna have as much sweetness, I guess I should say, to them, because like even when they were on the dehydrator, they had like a stickiness to them, because that, not like stickiness wet, stickiness like you could tell the sugars like excreted out. So we'll see how the year unfolds. The longer we can keep from having a frost, the more peppers we will get. So that will be a nice blessing. And the tomatoes are still, the ketchup stuff is still cooking down. And I have the lid cracked a little bit so that steam can evaporate, because we don't want that. We want it to cook down and get rid of the moisture. So that's going. And the other thing now that I'm going to do is I'm going to get some peppers on the dehydrator sheet. So that's next. And fold some towels. Guys, it's 80 degrees today. And it's unbelievable for this time of year. Even the Paul and Kelly were last weekend. The boys actually went swimming in the pool. The little boys, when I was staying with Alexis and Garrett, and they said that was the first time ever that they really had swam in the end of September. So I just came out to pick some peppers to try to finally fill up that dehydrator, because I only had a few more trays to go in. So I'm not trying to pick a lot, but I'm gonna pick just enough to try to fill this dehydrator up. And I just wanted to show you what I picked in just a few minutes. Get rid of this weed here. But look at that. Ta-da! It's exciting. I got so many to pick, but I'm just trying to hold off and try to have some help here because it's so many. And I got more paprika ready. That's a good thing. So, and all these kerbachis, I'm waiting for them to turn red. Some of them are already turning red. And this year, I've had some of the biggest peppers I've ever had, which is a good thing. So, I mean, all the bell peppers are big sized bell peppers. You can see, and there's a lot of them in here. This one here is not so much, but I have picked some really big ones. Even this one, look at that. Can you see it? Yeah. So exciting. Hibiscus have bloomed again on the porch. It smells so good in here. So good. That ketchup. Oh, I am making chili mac for dinner. It's not gluten-free noodles, so I won't be eating this one. But I just took and got all the noodles done. First, use the same pan so I didn't have to dirty anything up. But I'm going to use the cheese that Cindy's mom and dad give us. And then I've got a jar of the tomatoes, and look at this. It's to 2020. So yeah, that year I did like 100 jars. So of just plain tomatoes. Not to mention enchilada sauce. It was just a good year of tomatoes. So, it's like summer in a jar. But I'm gonna go ahead and pour this on. I've already seasoned the ground beef, which I already had that in the refrigerator, so that's nothing new. 2020. So I'm getting ready to make the taco sauce next. So I still got this video that I'm trying to work on to get up, which hopefully it'll be done soon. It's so much to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and add the cheese in now. The boys love this, and they have a football game tonight, and I know they'll be hungry afterwards. So they had team meal last night, and they said they ate so much food. It was just so much. Well, I just can't imagine. I did the team meal the year Colby and Cooper were on the team, and Colby was a senior. I just didn't have the expenses to do a team meal this year. I'm sad to say, because I would have wanted to do it for Cooper for his senior year, but I didn't have anything extra because it took a lot of me. You know, I did tacos, and the boys, that sometimes when I see them, they still talk about that meal, so it was really special, and I would love to do it again. But but anyways, they had so much fun last night at their little team meal. So it's got little peppers and onions that were in the hamburger meat, and garlic, and that's really it. And right now it's really done, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some cheese in because it'll make it even better. So it's this right here. This is a full one. So but it's I'm gonna use this. This was one I used not too long ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but whatever. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure it's processed to the gills. So I'm gonna cut that up and add it in. Who just showed up? You can barely see the sun. Woo!
Girl.
Or something's on my phone. Ooh, that looks so good.
I want a clean screen.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, give it a go.
Alright.
He bought himself a sander.
Don't get that sander. It's not Milwaukee. It's got to be Milwaukee. This is just a little thing.
Kobe, I told you don't have to always buy the most expensive thing the first time. When I got all my jewelry making tools, I went to Harbor Freight to buy stuff until I could afford nicer things.
I just thought, can't go much wrong with a sander.
And if you sell, what I do is if I sold some jewelry, then I would buy another piece of equipment or whatever. But I have all that equipment all in my storage unit, which is sad to say, because I wish I was making some jewelry. So let's check on. I've still got this to do to make the taco sauce. And here you can see the lid on the roaster. So what do you think, Colby? Is it good?
Yeah.
Good. Nothing like a good chili mac.
Yep.
And those home grown tomatoes. All right, so now I'm starting on the tomatoes for the taco sauce. So I want to show you something, and I don't want you to get grossed out by it or anything. So if you're sensitive to things, just don't even look. But what I have is these little bug stickers, and so basically, which I might have to go change my clothes because of a football game. I keep on working and I get like sidetracked. But anyways, the tomatoes, they're all beautiful tomatoes. I mean, just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. But you get fruit flies a lot of times, especially this time of year, because you got all the harvest. And I can't tell you a season in my life that I've always had all this. Now, I don't remember them as a kid, but I remember like ever since me and Bruce been married, like, cause we always had fruit and stuff that needed to be processed or whatever it was, and tomatoes, peppers, you name it, carrots, all kinds of things, and green beans. So I would always have so much stuff. And Bruce always would say, how do we get all these fruit flies? I don't understand it. And I told him, I said, I think it comes off the fruit. Actually, like the little eggs and stuff that are on it. And every year, which they're good for some things, okay? So don't discredit them. But here's the thing. I found if I stick one of these little bug things right into where the plants are, it really helps. You can all the little fruit flies are on here, but I just kind of like wedge it in between. It never really touches the fruit. All you're touching is the bottom, and it really helps to keep down. And you guys who have a lot of stuff like this, I know you know what I'm talking about. And I know you can take vinegar and soap and put in a little dish and stuff, but without having to make all that and have any kind of poison that I'm spraying or anything like that, these things work really good. I mean, you can see how much is on here. And a lot of those are little flies. Here, somehow, when you live in the country, you just seem to have more of that stuff because you got lots of cows around that are defecating and leaving their droppings, and that's what the flies, get in there, make more flies, and then that's how you have the source. And so basically, like, I have apples out there that have fallen off the trees, and there are so many flies. In fact, it was so loud, I thought it was going to be wasp or some kind of bee, because you could literally hear them humming. And as soon as I went over there to see what it was, just hundreds of flies flew away. So when you live in the country like that, this is what you get. So it's good to have these little bug things to help keep the fruit flies away. And then my homemade little cleaner, which is vinegar, water, and essential oil. And so like I'll just like spray sometime around them, and because I want to try to see if it get rid of them, but I don't know. It's like if I see them flying. But this year with these little traps, I haven't had no trouble like I usually do. Like usually I have a lot more, like so many that you just want to say, oh my gosh. So, and just a little tip. And so now I'm just washing the tomatoes because we're going to be running them through the rebar. And another thing too, when you lift your lid on your roaster, make sure, because it collects a lot of moisture up there from the steam that's coming off, because now I've moved the lid off a little bit more. Make sure you don't let that water go back into your steamer or into your roaster. So there, I'm just going to clean them and just rough cut them. Here, look. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to cook them, anything, and they'll go right through the machine. And if you don't core them and take out all the brown stuff, like from the tomato, like the stem piece and everything, you don't want to run that through twice, because what it'll do is it'll push a lot of that through the stuff. But if you core them and get all the stuff off, then you can run them through more times. So, all right. So now we're ready to go again. And I'm trying to just basically get it smashed down. It helps This little thing right here is what's vibrating. You hold it. I guess I should have cut them up more. I was cheating. I was trying to be like Bruce, take a shortcut. But I love it how you can just do this and you don't have to cook them down, because we used to cook them down and they would go through really fast, because they do really good when you have the Victorio. Whoa, that just squirted everything everywhere. So yeah. Oh. Oh. I might have to cut them up. Because last time I did cut them in quarters, but I was trying to go faster so that I could get, I've got that football game tonight. So, yeah, they're going to do really good cut in quarters. But you can see how well it does. And then you can just take your spatula and move right along and get all this off. But my goal is to fill this pot up, because this is what I figured out for my taco recipe. So I'm going to fill this up. Okay, what a wonderful feeling. So the pot is full, and this is the Emeril pan that I've had for many, many years. I can't remember. I want to say it's 8 quarts, an 8-quart pot. And so I know that I fill that up, and then I've got some peppers to put in next, and some seasonings, and then I will get this taco sauce done and put on the shelves. So that's a wonderful feeling. It used up all those tomatoes I had in here, and then I used up everything that I had in this box too. So this box is empty too. So that's a good feeling. All right, woohoo, guys!
Hold on.
Where's Boopy? Hey. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. We gotta get our picture, dude.
Cooper!
Bro, my mom
It's your mama!
Yeah, you. Okay, cool.
Brooksie's like, all right, what?
He
Aww.
doesn't even know. He's asleep. He doesn't even know.
Good job,
I wonder why.
Aww.
Oh, did you see my 2
Did y'all
points?
win?
I saw. Wait, I think there's 2.
There was 2. There's 2
Yeah, we
points.
saw both of them.
Yeah.
I only remember that illegal.
Thursday night lights instead
No, it
of
was a
Friday night
block in the back.
lights.
I'm going. Boom.
Well, guys, here I am at the emergency room with Dusty. Dusty had dislocated his shoulder at the football field. He went into the ambulance at the game, and then when we got home, it happened again. So here he is getting an x-ray just to make sure he's okay, and he ended up with a sling. So he's doing good. He's still wearing his sling for 4 weeks. All right, thank you. Guys, this is the taco sauce. It has been a long yesterday. We ended up in the emergency room last night, as you probably could see from the video. But so everything was heated up, ready to go in the canners after I came home from the football game, and that had to be put on hold. So anyways, now it is heated back up. You can see where it has condensed down, so it's exactly the thickness that I want, because I want it to be able to, you know, go on the taco like a taco sauce, not like heavy or thick, or a salsa, maybe a chunky salsa or something. So that is that. Here is the ketchup, and you can see how nice it looks. It can still cook down a little more, but you can tell. And also you could put some more tomato powder in, but it's absolutely delicious. And you just let it cook down more and it'll get thicker and thicker. But by the time I get the taco sauce in the pressure canner, it'll be about time. Hey guys, I know I'm a hot mess here, but I have so much to do to get ready for the market, and to and with Dusty's arm, he can't help me. I got him a note last night, but then of course Cooper, since he didn't really get no sleep because he was here waiting for us, and 2 o'clock in the morning is when we got home, which I didn't have nothing in me to videotape anything else. I was running on fumes, and I'm telling you, when I say that, I really was, because just was exhausted, and that's just a stressful situation anyway when anything like that happens. Even Bruce always says, I hate medical things. So but this taco sauce is so good. Now if you want, I can always put the recipe down below, so in the description box. It's pretty simple though. I pretty much explained everything to you, and I have exactly what peppers I put in it. I have the amounts. The only difference is this time I added a couple extra Serranos. So, and I just went straight out to the garden and picked them. So keep these, and that's what I did. So trying to get, but it's really good. It makes me want to have some tacos with some fresh lettuce and some fresh meat, everything, tomatoes, and a good old hard shell. Kind of got like a little cold or something from all this stuff I've had to do. I guess my body is like broken down right now, but I don't usually get sick. It's like maybe every now and then, but this is like a little cold. It's not really sick. So, but it's, can you guys even see? Okay, I'm sitting here working away, like talking to myself. And I'm just talking to you guys, not really talking to myself, but when everybody comes in, who are you talking to? But I put it in these small jars, which is the half pints, because I won't be needing a lot of taco sauce at each of the meals. So if I do this size, this is perfect for a meal, because a lot of times stuff like this, since it's really no preservative or anything in it other than the vinegar, but how long, it's not a lot of vinegar because you don't want your taco sauce to taste like vinegar. It's just more for flavor, and there is lime juice. So the point being is, if I left this, it's just like the hatch chilies that I do, which I didn't do hatch chilies this year, I don't think, because I had so many last year and they're my favorite, but I didn't do any because I really didn't need any. So I don't know, there might be some out there, but so my point of it here is that you do it a small jar, because when you don't want it kept in the refrigerator until say somebody decides to use it, because it could mold, since there's really no preservatives. Although the lime juice and vinegar can be a little bit of a preservative. So especially a lot of times, people just put a spoon back in, say they got, I don't know, they just like pick something else out with it, and then that can contaminate it. So people at the market always ask me, how long will this last? And I tell them, well, as long, it'll last, depending on what the item is, it can last, like, say a year or so, just depending on what it is. But then if you contaminate it with something else, then no, it's not going to last as long. One being the elderberry syrup. It'll last as long, really, because it's honey. It's in so much honey, and it's such a great preservative as it is. So that does last a long time in the refrigerator. But this is wonderful. I'm so glad I got it. And now I put all the tomatoes that were really ready, like the cherries more so, in the refrigerator. So we'll work on them tomorrow when I get home, if I'm not too tired, because I'm gonna tell you, I don't sleep good at Cindy's. It's not anything to do with the house or the bed or anything. It's just a different environment, and it just, sometimes it's like that. And then other times I used to go there and sleep like a baby. So I don't know, but I'm so happy with this. Any of the tomato products that I can make myself, which is a lot, it really makes me happy, because I mean, look at it. I haven't had to buy spaghetti sauce in forever, and if I have some, it's either because like Linda had gave me some, or my daughter brought it out. So, but I mean, honestly, like going back many, many years, like even to my younger years, when I told you guys before this story, I worked with the lady, her name was Barb Carden, and we worked on the children's pediatric unit together. And when we worked on the floor together, she was Italian, and she said, why would you buy tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce? She said, all you need to do is mix a jar of tomato paste, equal parts tomato paste and tomato sauce, and then add Italian seasoning and a little bit of salt. And that's all she said for me to do. And I started doing that, and I started canning that at a really young age, and it was always so good. So thanks to Barb for that wonderful recipe of making, because we never went back to ever buying it again, because you could go get them huge cans of tomato paste and tomato sauce at the like restaurant supply houses. Excuse me so much for sniffling. So, but look at that. Oh my goodness, it makes me so proud. I love bringing my family all these good foods. So I'm gonna get a couple more jars there. I think I'm gonna finish it off. I hope I put enough jars in here, the small ones. Whoa, this one's really hot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That one had fallen down when I opened the door, and it went down on the metal and got super hot. Yeah. And I'm gonna get the pressure can out for this, and this is gonna pressure can for 25 minutes. So, all right, guys, I'll bring you back when I'm got the pressure canner out. Okay, look, just wanted to show you everything before I put the lids on it. So there's 19 jars of ketchup. Woohoo! So they're going in the water bath canner over on the other kitchen. This is the pressure canner. It's going in for the 25 minutes. So, and then over here, this is what I want to make next in the in this book right here, Pressure Cannon for Beginners and Beyond, with Angie Schneider. She has Creole sauce in here. I want to make the Creole sauce, and there is the something else. Wait a minute, curry sauce. The curry sauce. Lunch Dusty prepared. It's beautiful. Even with that hurt arm, he's been working. Well, guys, I'm here waiting for the market to start. We'll get some sleep and get a little bit of rest. It's actually warm in here, so I turned the fan on and opened the window, and it's 64 outside, but it was hot today. It was in the high, mid 80s, 81, something like that, 82. I should say low 80s. So I will see you guys in the morning. Good night. I'm sitting at Cindy's drinking some coffee. I forgot any coffee or anything. Thank goodness Cindy's dad had some that weren't decaf. Most of his are decaf. They have a Keurig. I don't, so. And I don't want one either. Both times that Bruce and I had one, it didn't last very long. So, yeah, I like the regular old-fashioned pot. Oh, there's Cindy now. Hi. Morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning, and I come out here to the field. I'm doing the animals now. I know I look rough. I'm telling you, I feel like I was run over by a truck after Saturday. But it was a good day out there at the market. But I want to show you out here in the field. Those are the sandhill cranes. They're back again. And now they're really big now. They can be 5 foot tall. And they make that sound. You just look it up, sandhill crane. It's really unique. They have like 3 different mating calls or something, 3 different calls. But I'm way back here and you can still see them. Oh, I just wanted to show you, I'm finally getting to take this out. It is completely cooled off, of course, because yesterday, nothing happened here. But Dusty and I were, oh my goodness, lucky to make it back home. As tired as we were. But I'm going to go ahead and get these taken out, and I just wanted to show you guys. I'll get them all taken out, but everything is a mess right now. And these things I got from Teresa at the market yesterday. She sells these. They're called corn de bouc. It's a French tomato, and they basically they're a heritage breed, a heirloom, and thinking of turkeys. So anyways, and then some more tomatillos, because the more salsa verde that I have, the better. So I'm gonna be making salsa verde tomorrow. And Dusty went last night and got me some cilantro and feed. And we did really good at the market yesterday. So, I'm gonna take these out and then I'm gonna make some breakfast. Okay. I had to get out a glass bowl because all the bowls were so this is my buckwheat flour right here. So I put the recipes on the back, and then this is the mama's one that I buy. Anyways, I'm cooking. Here we go with the second batch of tomato ketchup. So got 25 pounds. I threw some from Cody, Teresa, and mine. I just finished picking all this. There's tomatoes down there too, tomatillos. But all this has to be picked too. And these Sun Golds did a lot better than the ones over there. They're bigger. So you can see the difference in the sizes. The one here. So let me get all this picked. They're beautiful. They're so tasty.
Here is the SS Titanic. Let me see the sides. Wow, are you the captain? All right, you need a captain's hat.
He has one.
Oh, wow. So this is your Halloween costume, right? Coolest Halloween ever. What do you think, Grandma?
Good morning, guys. It's Monday morning, and today we are going to be doing the roasted salsa verde. And I did this last year, the same thing, but I have a lot to do. First off, we're gonna get the tomatoes that we did yesterday with the 25 pounds, and they've been in the roaster overnight. They're not on high or anything. They were on keep warm, and they're gonna go into the Vitamix first, just like I said in the last video, or whatever video it was, or however. I can't keep straight. It's like a broken records every day. It's like the same job, same everything. But so that's gonna go in the Vitamix, and then that's gonna be turned into ketchup. So, and also I've got a lot of tomatoes too that need to get processed. So hopefully I can get those into the rebar, which is the food mill here. So, all right, let's get this day going. Well, guys, I am finally getting to put the tomatoes out of the roaster into the Vitamix. So let's get started on this. Whew. All right, so remember, you want to go slow on variable speed, and then crank your speed up. But I might have to put it in another bowl or a pot or something while I'm filling this up. But technically, yeah, because I'm gonna run it through the rebar. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, being from North Carolina, and I know other places like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, all through that area, Alabama, definitely suffered, and my heart goes out to you guys, because I know exactly what it's like to be in floods. I know what it's like to be in hurricanes and high winds, the whole 9 yards. I've seen it all in my years in coastal North Carolina. Been through many a hurricane in my lifetime. So I want you guys to know that my heart goes out to you, and I'm thinking of you guys and sending prayers and love to you. And I know it's not a lot, but it's what I've got to give. And I want you guys to know that I am thinking of you and sending prayers to our Heavenly Father. Okay, guys, so I've got the machine set up, and yes, Bruce, I did it myself, because Bruce always thinks that I cannot put things together. He says I'm not mechanical. And when I was a kid, I put my own stereo together. I put my own bicycles together. I never got to put the wagon together, but I did get a wagon, and it stayed in the box forever. Oh, I gotta plug it in. There you go. Plug it in, you dork. Oh my goodness. I am being wild today. Let's see. Got to unplug something else here real quick. Alrighty, here we go. Just show you guys a little. Of course, technically I could just pour it right on in And over here on this side, all the scraps will come out. Oops, didn't want to do that. You just want to keep turning your scrap bowl. Basically, it's just getting out the skins and seeds. What's left of the skins. Alright guys, you get the picture, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the video now. I'll be back once I get it all done. Okay, so now we are ready to go. It's all back into the roaster. I've got it on 150, and now our goal is to just slowly steam it and cook it down and let it do its thing, and then we'll add the seasoned spices and can it up. So the first thing I did is went ahead and teared out my colander here, and I'm gonna do 5 pounds of the tomatillos. Now these ones I got at the market here because I was trying to add to mine to make sure I had plenty of salsa verde for us, because we make a lot of that soup, the green chili, and which I take these containers back to her. So that right there, that's almost 2 pounds. And then of course I have picked a ton, which I'm gonna go get those next, and the ones that I got saved in the refrigerator. So, well, I'm gonna double the recipe just to start, and that way. But this weekend, Cindy and her mom gave me all this bread and stuff. So of course Cooper ate a lot of the donuts. So these are the ones that I picked last week. And of course, you know, as usual, I'm glad it waited for me. So this year I had a little smaller version than I usually have. I don't know why, but we'll take what we can get. All right, so you just got to add a couple extra. So that's about 5.5 pounds, a little over 5.5 pounds. And that way you allow for the little bit of husk that are in there. Not really much to worry about. And what I like to do is I like to put these in hot water, and then that way of course these are peeling good, but when they get in the hot, they're sticky because they have so much like sugar in them. The hot water takes the little skins right off, and it's like some of them will be sticky, like that one. You can see how it's really sticky. See how it's doing? And then right in the water, they come right off, and then that way you can go ahead and you know, process them easier and faster. Okay, so now we have them in the water, and go ahead now, and it just peels right off. Pull it, and just like that. And of course you might come across a bad one. You know, just do whatever you do with it. Everything that is edible here goes either in the compost or to the chickens. So nothing, it goes in the trash. That's why when we had that one's no good. And that's another reason you add a little extra just in case. There's a few in here that aren't any good. That one is fine. That we had the bear problem, and he tore the trash up, and I said to Bruce, I said, well, he wasn't going to find anything to eat there. Because, and also that cuts down on any of your trash, because you don't have any, you know, food going in your trash can. Even if you have somewhere you can just like make the compost, or even just some type of got some kind of grass on me, some type of place you can dump it. It really makes a difference, because then even the birds can eat it, or anything can eat it. What I always say is returning it to Mother Earth. So but anyways, you guys get the picture now. So it works really good this way. It's so simple. And I went and picked Serranos and jalapeños this morning. So I've got a whole bunch here, if you can see them, of the Serranos and the jalapeños just for the salsa verde. And then after that, if we get time, because I got to pick the boys up from football practice, but if we get time, I'm going to do, go ahead and put all the tomatoes through the rebar, and, which is the tomato mill. And then that way, this will go on a roaster, but that way I can get all the tomatoes processed, because I want to make those sauces that I showed you guys. So I'm excited to get that going, but this has definitely got to be my next project, is the salsa verde, because all right guys, I gotta go. Okay, there it is, it's all done. And now that's a little over 5 pounds. I was only like 1 or 2 that were bad. Yeah, like one really tiny one and then one other one. And now they're nice and clean. And you can see that if you see the water here, that the water is pretty yuck. And I have done a second rinsing on them as well. So now I'm gonna go ahead and line the roasting pan with some foil, because, or you could, I don't know. The best thing to do is, because if you use your pan, and these, when they're roasted, they get, all those sugars come out, and you've got to have something to catch it, or it will stick really bad. And it does make a lot of liquid as well while you're doing it, because you're gonna have the tomatillas, you're gonna have onions, you're gonna have garlic, let's see, the jalapenos, the serranos, what else? Let's see, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, because the cilantro doesn't get roasted, of course, but that's what the other thing is, cilantro and lime juice. So that's all going to be on your roasting pan. So now I've got to get up here and get the roaster down, not the roaster, the roasting pans down up here. So they're, oh. All right, so on this one, now this is the second one. So this one here is all the ones I grew. There was like one little tray left in the refrigerator from Teresa. So actually, because since these were so small, I was afraid I wouldn't make it on making even a batch. And now I'm getting 2 batches. So that's wonderful, because it's so good. And it's going to make me want to go get some chips when I pick the boys up, because it's delicious. So, oh my goodness. Dropped it. All right, so we got just a little over, just almost exactly the same. And I love when there's an empty box. Woohoo! We are moving along, because there's so much here to process. And next is potatoes, and as soon as we can, we're digging the potatoes. And thank the Lord for the weather extending out for the temperatures and the not frost or snow yet, because last year on Halloween we had snow. So all right, so I don't have the energy to get out the second pan, because it's completely buried, and I'd have to take every single thing out of the cabinet. And I just don't feel like doing that right now. So this one here can be a little spot on it. I might have to go dump the pan out. So you want to put them this way, and of course the original recipe calls for 4 pounds, and the reason I changed it to 5 pounds was, and of course I adjust everything, because last year when I was doing it, I had 5 pounds of, and it was all I had, I guess, at the time. I don't know, I ended up making several batches of it, but the first time I guess I made it. So that's when I changed the recipe basically. But you just have to, you know, increase the way, you know, do your math on that if you do that, so that it comes out right. And if you want to stick with the recipe, then stick with the recipe. You know, don't shoot the messenger, I guess. I'm just telling you what I do. Making sure there's no dirt or anything on them still, even after I've rinsed them twice. But there's still, you can still feel the stickiness up to them. But you just lay them out here, and then we're gonna put them in the roaster, and I did 450 degrees. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'll look on the paper, on the recipe, I mean. And you're gonna put your garlic and your peppers, but I think you wait for the garlic, because the garlic doesn't take as long, or the garlic, I think it gets, let me see what it says. Okay, so the garlic goes in for the first 15 minutes, and then that's it, and then you take it out. But it's 425 degrees, not 450. But you get the idea. It's 2 medium onions. Oops. Don't want that. So I have no shortage of onions. And last night Cooper cooked, so this whole little spot is a mess. So I got to get that cleaned up. And get these onions cut. But look at the tray. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I can't believe there's another tray. That's going to be 2 trays, and that's going to be probably about, it says it makes, I think, 3 or 4 pints, and I think last year I got like 4 or 5 pints. So, and so if I get 2 batches done, and I'll probably have enough to do a whole nother batch. So that'll be enough for the year, because it's not like, you know, we eat a lot of salsa verde, but it's really good with the green chili, and it's delicious. And I did find some chips. There was some under all that bread that had been closed up. So here we go. It's all going in. Alright, so the first 15 minutes is up. I took the garlic out, and I wanted you guys to see what it's looking like. It's looking good. They're getting really soft. You can see. So this, and it's roasted now another 15 minutes. And it didn't even get the temperature yet. Oh, I guess it did. I opened the oven. Duh. Hey, look at that. It is all out of the oven now, and I'm gonna put it in the Vitamix. So the first thing you want to do is just get yourself like something smooth. I put in 3/4 of the cup of lime juice, because remember I added the extra poundage of the tomatillos. So you don't want to scrape anything on the foil, which I don't like using foil. But on this process, I learned last year that you really have to use something, which, and I don't know how it would do with parchment paper since it's so wet and sticky. But you just want to fill up your Vitamix, and then what we'll be doing is we'll drain the juice right in. So I can't wait. And I gotta get the cilantro out. Dusty went to the movies with the Saturday when we were coming home. The car was so loaded and stuff that there was no room for me to even stop and get feed. So when he told me, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the movies with a friend tonight," and I was like, "Whoa, while you're in town, can you get the feed and some cilantro?" Because then I was thinking Sunday I was gonna have to go get it, and because normally I go to the co-op, but I didn't make it down to the co-op, and there was 3 bags out there, and I was like, "Oh, so we got 3 bags already," and come to find out it was corn, whole corn. So you don't want to give chickens whole corn yet until it gets cold, because all those the oil that's in it, the whole corn, can make them hot. And right now we're still going into the 80s during the day, but at night we've gone down as low as 44 or 41. Yeah, 41 one night. So there we go. And we're gonna get it all in here, even if I gotta blend it up some to get that last little bit. So go ahead and hit the blender once. All right, so it's done. And so now you want to go ahead and you have hot jars, because woo, that was close. Didn't want to scoop it out of the and I'm gonna go ahead and taste it with you guys so we can see, do a taste test. And I put the garlic in first. So I'm gonna get a full chip, not a piece of a chip. So let's see. Oh my god, it's good. It's really good. It's got a nice kick to it. Yeah. You taste the cilantro. It's kind of spicy, actually. This one's a lot spicier than before. It's really good. The boys are gonna love it. Right, so just pour it into hot jars, because remember, it's still hot from when and you're gonna wanna debubble, because it is thick, and you're gonna have your water bath canner running to get warm. Oops. And it's still, the steam is coming right out of here. Ooh, I overfilled that one. Talking about the steam. All right, so one more jar. So they're finally done. They're doing their last 5 minutes, and then they're getting ready to come out. But this weekend, Saturday, which this little towel come from Linda. So I'm gonna put the jars on here. But this weekend I went you can see right here, this little mark. That's where the sticker was from the thrift store. So I stopped in the thrift store on Saturday, which normally I don't get to ever do that, because Bruce, he doesn't want to stop. So I said, Dusty, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the thrift store, because he was getting his hair cut, and so that's why I had a little time to kill. So I went in there and I was looking around. I didn't even get a basket because I knew I wasn't going to get much. Or if I found like one thing or something like that, maybe. So I'm scrolling around and looking around. And a lot of times I don't even look at the appliances and stuff. And there was this Instapot, this 3-quart, and it was brand new. It hadn't even been used. And I was scared to get it because I didn't have nowhere to test it or anything. And I asked the guy. He said, oh, well, we know it comes on because it's got this white sticker on it. So I paid $10.99 for it. And it's brand new. So, and the car was so stuffed, Dusty come out and he was like, what are you going to do with that? I said, you'll hold it. Phone has been on SOS all day. So at least I have internet, but they said it was a tower down because I checked. So I got 42 seconds left before the timer goes off. And then I want to show you guys, let me go get the grabbers. There goes the timer. All right, let's take them out. So, I was going to tell you something about, the second tray is already ready to go. And when you're taking them out, you always want to keep your jars straight. And you just clean them up later. Look at that. It's beautiful. I hope you can see. Yeah, you can. I never think about that sometimes. Like, okay, can you see? So, I'm excited. So let me get the next tray in the oven. I'm waiting for it to heat now. I just wanted to show you the second tray going in. And the cloves, the garlic were so big I had to cut them in half. There's one that's turned up. All right. The second tray is coming out. Oh, looky there, everyone. I just took the last jars out. So far, all these first ones have sealed. So, and I did use the 4 jars today, the lids. And these are all the mayonnaise jars that I told you guys about. Well, this one's not. But all of these are, because, well, that's not either. Okay. Thought there was a lot more, it seemed like, when I was taking them out. Because I saw all the pieces of the label left. Ketchup is still going. And I'm soaking this pan because like I said, that roasted stuff. But you can see all the evaporation that is taking place. And you can already see how much it's already went down. If you look on the sides where it was. Well, I wanted to show you how much the leaves have started changing. But of course it's like 80 degrees today. So look at this. All the signs of fall. But the temperatures say otherwise. I'm taking Rosie and Sophia for a walk. And Rosie's being wild. Tell them how wild you are. You're gonna scare all the deer away? Yeah. Ooh, there's some beautiful red leaves too. And last year I took and dipped a bunch of leaves in wax and sent some to Skylar. So peaceful, the wind was blowing. And that chair I told you guys before is the I Am Legend hill. The leaves are beautiful. Guys, look at that. I'm always looking for mushrooms, and I was just walking and I was like, oh, holy Toledo. And you can see one coming up right here too. Right there. Yeah. And it's supposed to be in the Amanita family. Alright guys, so look, I just wanted to show you there was no separation or anything. Today I was kind of feeling yuck, but Colby's out there, so that's a nice thing because I get to talk to somebody today. Oh, and I'm always happy to talk to you guys, but I needed that touching feeling, not, contact, I guess I should say. But anyways, it all turned out so good. And I'm making some tacos tonight for the boys and me. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put one in the refrigerator for today because I can't wait to try it. And I know they will be happy to have it too. So, all right, so today is Tuesday, and we are going to get started on the ketchup. We're going to can all the ketchup today, and I'm going to try to see if I can get those tomatoes processed that I just ran out of energy yesterday. I just couldn't do another thing. And, of course, I still have to always constantly do something, but, yeah, so... And I've got a lot of little cleaning up to do too as we go along. And I just had a brilliant idea. Okay, so I had printed off this a while back, Homesteading with the Zimmermans. It's canning baked beans. So, which I had already had a baked bean recipe before out of the ball canning book, but I thought, well, let me try hers, okay? So she has taken the time to make it where you can have a printout, a PDF. And since I got ketchup and it takes ketchup, I thought, well, that's a great idea. I'll just do that now while I've got all this out. So it's 1 cup per jar. So, yeah, 90 minutes at 12 pounds per pressure. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. All right, Rosie. All right, so the first batch, I have 7 done. 7 jars already. Jane, this one's for you. You said you wanted to swing like this. It is so much fun, I'm telling you. And it holds 440 pounds is what the advertisement said. And that way, like, a lot of children could be on it at one time. And of course, my walking buddy here, anything I do, if I do chores, Maxie's tagging along. Hi, Maxie. Hi, Maxie. Come on, buddy. Come on. Just driving Rosie nuts. Yeah? It's such a beautiful afternoon. Boys are going to stay for the volleyball game, so I don't have to rush out. I can have a moment to just catch my breath. He's something. Yes, you are. You're something. And don't be calling me now. Okay. That's a little much, Maxie. Whoa. That's a little much, bro. That's the view. You can see all the leaves turning. Guys, listen. Listen. I know, it's an owl. There's one over this way calling out. Shh. Did you hear it? It's so far over. I just wanted to show you I made some cornbread and tacos. I got the taco sauce from this week, or whatever, last week. I made tacos with some of that ground beef I bought from my winnings. And I've got this goat cheddar from Aldi. And now all the pressure canner is going with the beans, the baked beans. Woohoo! And also I've got, still working on yours truly, ketchup. An empty pan. Woohoo! Look who I'm with today. Hi, Bakey. Hi, Bakey. Yes. Hi, Baker. Kevin, you know what Kevin wants. Please, Kevin, throw me the ball. And look who's down there. Mr. Brooksy. Mr. Brooksy. Hi, Brooksy. Hi, Brooksy. Brooke. Brooks. Hello. All the pumpkins and all the Halloween decorations and the lights that Cody has, it really makes me think back as when they were children and I had all the Halloween stuff and how the traditions are carrying on. It's just so wonderful to see. Makes mama happy. So I've been walking them around and they absolutely love it. And look who's asleep and who's not. With the little milk nose. Yeah, you got a little milk nose? Yeah, see Grandma Dawn, I do. Well, guys, I find out from Amelia, just like even all the stuff that goes on at the school, is because the boys are getting home so late every day, and then they get their chores done and get a shower and eat and pretty much go to bed or go in their rooms or whatever. But she tells me Cooper's on the homecoming team, or the homecoming quart, should I say. And that's gonna be excited because, you know, Cooper could become king. And oops, it's not working. There we go. And wouldn't that be something? So fingers crossed. That'd be a good a wonderful thing for Cooper, and of course a proud mom. I think you need a break, Kevin. Take a break, buddy. But I I just wanted to tell you that. And so he asked me for $20 this morning, and I didn't actually have $20, but then I remembered that I had like a stash in the little money box for the market, just in case somebody brought a big bill right off the bat. And so I gave him the money, and he said he was going shopping for the homecoming. And I was like, oh, okay. And I said, you sure you don't want more than 20? Because I got a bunch of ones. And because I went and paid my homeowner's insurance, then my feed. I got another bag of feed for the turkeys, which we're going to be processing soon. But the other, what else is it I did? Oh, and I spent $20 at Family Dollar on like tortilla shells, chips, and I don't know what else it was. Tuna fish. And stuff. So anyway, it was actually $16, but anyways. Oh, and then I got some gas for the car. So then I really didn't have no more cash left. That pretty much wiped me out. Oh, I gave Colby $200. That's what it was. It's just not working, buddy. To get some parts for that Jeep that got hit by a deer. So he found the parts for $230, a new hood. What went far? Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin. Because if Ralphie gets it, Ralphie goes and hides it under the porch, and there's no getting it back. And so Kevin doesn't have his ball. And, but the, so those parts, Colby finding those parts was really good, because we had looked and looked for them. And most every time we found them, they were down in Lower Michigan, and it would have been a long ride to get them. So Colby found them up here, which is amazing. So he sent me a picture this morning. He had the hood. Of course, that's all I saw was the hood. He might have had the fender wall too. So that's exciting. But I just wanted to share that good news that he found those parts and stuff. So I'm just waiting for non-napping baby. He's a non-napper. Every time I'm here, he never wants to take a nap. Very rarely. So, Kevin, you need a break. But, look at this. Where are you going? Can you come back? Can you come back? No! Don't go! Don't look at that. Brooksy, come here. Look what I got. Look. Come, Brooksy. Brooksy. Come on. Uh-huh. Come on. Come on. Yes. Look at that perfect crawl. I tell you right now. Oh. Yes. 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 You got a little milk nose. Go. Go. Show me you can do it. Show me. Do the thing. Push it. You show me. Yeah. You show me you can do it. Here. Uh-huh. I want to see you do it. Yes. You do it, I know. Just as, yes, you can. No, you don't tell me no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You did it. You did it. Yeah, I knew you could do it. Oh, that sun just got on him. I'm just doing all the little chores tonight. Everybody is gone. The float for the homecoming. What else is it? Oh, they had football practice. They have teen meal. So all the things that go with being a teenager. Oh my goodness. So I'm closing everybody up now. But the physical therapy went good. In fact, I learned a lot of new things today, and I'm stiff, but she's working out the stiffness, which is good, and it's taken a lot to do. And it didn't get there overnight, so it's gonna have to be a lot of work to get it out. But it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. I just wanted to give you an update on the little beans. All right, they all look so good. So there's still 10 baked beans, and there's 3 bean melody. One of the jars broke in there, and it broke like up here, which is really, it happened at the beginning, like when I was still warming it up. I heard it pop myself. Alright guys, I just wanted to close out on this video, and I'm sorry that it's taken this long to get done, but I had to get a new phone, and in the process of getting a new phone, all the videos were on the old phone that didn't transfer back over to the new phone, and you know, that's all I can tell you, because
we are electronically challenged.
Yes. And I know you guys are like saying, oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's just so easy.
If you're 12.
Yes, it's easy.
If you're a 12-year-old.
Well, not just that. I mean, it's easy for younger people. Bruce and I both, we didn't have computers in our school. And the computers that we did have when I was a senior in high school, they had floppy disk. And they were just...
So now they know how old we are.
That was in 1986 for me. So anyways, the whole thing, just the story is I missed that boat.
Yeah.
I was not cruising around looking for that boat.
No, electronics for us was Pac-Man.
But anyway, so everybody's like, why are you having so much trouble? Why are you having so much trouble? And I'm like, I don't know. Can you help me? And then people come to me and want me to help them with the stuff. And it's okay. Now, if it involves a square thing or something like that, I've got that all figured out. So I'm pretty helpful at the farmer's market for people who need help with that. So I'm good with that. But anyways, I just wanted to close out and tell you guys thanks for waiting for me. Thanks for everything. And then when I'm talking about in the video how our hearts and prayers go out to North Carolina. And I don't know if I told you guys, but at the beginning of the video, Bruce starts off in Chicago, and Bruce had been to North Carolina. Of course, Colton had flooding. Junior was fine. Colton had flooding because it was just mostly from all the rain, not from the actual flooding of like the storm part.
Just the rain.
Just plain rain, yes. And it put a lot of rain on that area. So, and that happened before with Dennis and Floyd. That was in 1999. I think, yes, I think Dennis was the first one, and then there was another one in between. I don't remember what it was, like something with an E, of course. But whatever it was.
I don't remember. We've had our share. We were them at one time.
Yes, our entire area flooded completely. Even Franklin was completely underwater, and like literally it was just the entire, like all the way to Stories High was nothing but flood. And to make a long story short, that's not why I'm talking about it, but at the beginning of when I tell you guys how our hearts and prayers go out to them, well, I had no idea at the time how bad it was, because I didn't see the news. I wasn't seeing any media or anything like that, because of the fact that you guys know all I do is the things here.
And plus the fact is that we were almost living.
Yes, in Asheville.
Because
that's where one of the places I wanted to go.
But Bruce came here, so who was right about that?
Well, the thing is, we couldn't afford it.
We couldn't afford Asheville
But
and
we
Boone
looked
and
and
everywhere.
looked and looked, and we had lots of places that we actually, were tempting, or they were doable, so to speak.
But we just couldn't afford them.
Yeah, and we couldn't. I mean, even small acreage there and a house was $1 million.
Yes, it was
and
terrible.
There's no way we could do that. But then the one place that I really liked, and they actually had Murphy beds in the house and everything.
Well, that place is gone now. Completely
so,
gone.
See, everything happens for a reason. And I don't know, I can't agree with what happened, happens for a reason, but hopefully that everybody is doing, much better, that there's help out there. And I know, people are talking about that, but what I'm trying to say to you is when I talk about that in the video, I just want you to know that I had no idea how bad it was.
Yes.
I had
I think
no
the most,
idea.
And when we had one, we were out of power, 20 some days or something?
No, 9.
9
in Isabel.
Isabel.
It was 9 days that we were without power. And of course, that was in a time that you didn't have it was 2003. And 9 days without power. But National Guard came in. The Gates County Rescue, they were all on it. They had water, they had MREs, they had everything available.
And the Southern Baptist people.
Yes, the Southern Baptist men came and cut trees down. So they, because we have lived through a lot of hurricanes. I mean, I can even remember Charlie back in the 80s.
Yep.
And we were at the cottage. My mom and dad had a cottage, and there was like pictures hanging on the wall, and the pictures were doing like this. Yeah. And we just kept on sleeping through it like it was no big deal.
I slept good last night. How about you?
So, and we've seen some stuff, some surges. We've worked in hurricane, houses that have been completely destroyed or partially destroyed.
Or rebuilt one, and then...
Yeah, 2 weeks later, another, Matthew, I think that was the name of that one.
Came in, destroyed the house I just finished.
Yes, and then we had to go back, and the insurance does not pay.
Twice.
Nope. Okay, and see, that's another misconception a lot of people have.
Those people there don't have, the insurance they have is not going to help them.
Yes, and if you don't have flood insurance...
And it's pennies on the dollar. Those people are hurting.
And the thing, it's an actual cash value, which a lot of people don't know like that. So that what a lot of times they'll do, the ACV, is say that they said, oh, you got this, but you got this in 1979. It's depreciated to the point where it's not even worth
10 cents.
Yeah. So, I mean, just an example of what they do.
It's just, they're going to be hurting.
And then Floyd... when it completely flooded all the way up to our trailer, and the bottom of our floor, because we lived in a single wide trailer, yes, with 9 kids. So yes, you can.
We did it.
We did it, and the floor rotted in the back where it came. Well, of course, by the time the guy actually came out to assess the issue, we had green tree because we were.
Yeah, we had financing.
Yes, and they had $5 on the TV.
Yeah,
So
$5.
just because you guys say, "Oh, they've got insurance for it,"
Don't. Insurance is not going to help you,
a lot of times it doesn't help.
and you
So-
fight for it too.
Yes, so I just want you guys to know that people who don't understand what is going on and how hard it really is. And Bruce and I both have worked in hoarder houses.
Yes.
We have worked in
Fire-
firehouses.
Yep.
We have done all kinds of
Restoration
work over the years. And I just want you guys to know that we are continuing to pray for these people, because it is catastrophic and beyond belief
Yes.
as to what has happened there. And sometimes I question the power of the forces.
Yeah, that's right. I
So-
remember even Hurricane Sandy, we seen the sea turtle had drowned at the Outer Banks.
Yes, we did.
I seen a sea turtle
And Bruce
drown.
also went to people for Hurricane Sandy.
Yes.
He went and worked down in it's not down in New Jersey.
Yeah, we were.
And he rode the ferry over the night.
I rode the Titanic ferry.
And that thing was literally like bottoming out.
We rode the Doyle's Delaware the ferry from Rehoboth Beach over to.
Yes, Junior was there too,
Yes. And that thing was bottoming out. It was nothing on there but insurance adjusters and FEMA guys, and it was crazy.
yes, and we were at our Outer Banks camper when the Sandy came through.
Yes.
But anyways, we're getting off there. You know, but I just want you guys to know that how much I am praying for everybody, and how much that
Yes.
I hope that everything works out well.
We understand. We have been there.
And I just know that it's been on my heart every day. And as always, guys, I love you guys, and thank you for watching.